Allow yourself to settle comfortably into this moment. Feel the support beneath your body. Notice the gentle rhythm of your breath. Allow yourself to arrive exactly as you are. There is nothing you need to change, nothing you need to improve, nothing you need to accomplish. For this moment, simply be here. Take a slow breath in and a long, easy breath out. Feel your body soften. Feel your attention begin to settle inward. As you rest, consider that much of life is spent learning about ourselves through our experiences, through our relationships, through our challenges. And often, the greatest opportunities for learning arrive disguised as discomfort. A moment of frustration, a surge of fear, a feeling of jealousy, a wave of insecurity, a need to control, a tendency to judge, a reaction that seems to appear before we've even had time to think. These experiences can be uncomfortable. And because they are uncomfortable, we often try to push them away. We tell ourselves we should be more patient, more evolved, more compassionate, less reactive, less afraid. We may even begin to judge ourselves for having these reactions at all. But what if these moments are not evidence that something is wrong? What if they are invitations? What if our reactions are not obstacles on the path, but part of the path itself? Take a gentle breath in. And as you exhale, imagine releasing the need to fight with yourself, just for now. Imagine setting down the exhausting project of trying to become someone other than who you are in this moment, and instead become curious. Curiosity is a powerful teacher. Judgment closes the door. Curiosity opens it. Judgment says, I shouldn't feel this way. Curiosity asks, what is this feeling trying to show me? Judgment says, I need to get rid of this. Curiosity asks, what can I learn from this? Notice how different those approaches feel. One creates tension, the other creates space. One creates resistance, the other creates understanding. Imagine for a moment that every reaction is carrying a message. Every fear, every insecurity, every frustration, every moment of contraction. Not a message that must be obeyed, but a message that can be listened to. Fear may be pointing toward trust. Control may be pointing toward surrender. Judgment may be pointing toward compassion. Self-doubt may be pointing toward self-belief. Impatience may be pointing toward acceptance. In this way, our reactions often reveal the very qualities our souls are learning to cultivate. Take a moment to bring to mind a recent experience that challenged you. Perhaps a situation that stirred frustration. Perhaps a conversation that left you feeling defensive. Perhaps a moment when fear or insecurity appeared. You don't need to relive it, simply notice it. And now, instead of asking, how do I get rid of this? ask yourself, what might this be teaching me? What quality is this inviting me to develop? What is trying to emerge through this experience? Allow the question to rest gently within you. No need to force an answer. Sometimes the most important insights arrive when we stop searching for them. Notice the wisdom of nature. A seed must break open before it grows. A muscle strengthens through resistance. The oyster transforms irritation into a pearl. Growth often emerges through friction. Transformation often begins with discomfort. Why would we expect our inner lives to be any different? Perhaps the moments that challenge us most are not interruptions to our growth. Perhaps they are the growth. Take another slow breath in. Allow your awareness to deepen. Notice that there is a part of you that can observe every reaction: the fear, the anger, the judgment, the worry, the sadness, the excitement, the pride. All of these experiences arise within awareness. And yet, awareness itself remains steady, like the sky holding the weather. The weather changes constantly, the sky remains. Your reactions come and go, but there is something deeper within you that witnesses them all. A deeper self that does not need to be threatened by what arises. A deeper self that can meet every experience with curiosity and compassion. Imagine what it would feel like to trust that. To trust that you are large enough to hold every emotion, every reaction, every part of your humanity. Not because every reaction is meant to guide your actions, but because every reaction contains information. Every reaction reveals something about your beliefs, your fears, your desires, your wounds, your values. And the more willing you are to look with honesty and compassion, the more wisdom becomes available. Sometimes we imagine growth means becoming less human, less emotional, less vulnerable, less reactive. But perhaps growth is not about eliminating our humanity. Perhaps growth is about relating to our humanity differently, meeting it with awareness, meeting it with curiosity, meeting it with kindness. The goal is not perfection. The goal is understanding. The goal is not to never feel fear. The goal is to recognize what fear is teaching. The goal is not to never experience judgment. The goal is to discover the compassion waiting beneath it. The goal is not to avoid discomfort. The goal is to allow discomfort to become a doorway to wisdom. As this practice begins to come to a close, take a moment to reflect on the journey of your life. Think of the lessons you have learned, the growth you have experienced, the wisdom you have gained. How much of it came through certainty, and how much of it came through challenge? How much emerged through discomfort, through mistakes, through moments that initially felt difficult or unwanted? Life has a remarkable way of teaching us through contrast, and often the qualities we value most are discovered through experiencing their opposites. Through fear, we learn courage. Through uncertainty, we learn trust. Through judgment, we learn compassion. Through separation, we learn connection. Through struggle, we discover strength. Take a long, slow breath in and a gentle breath out. As you move forward from this practice, may you remember that your reactions are not your enemies. They are messengers, teachers, invitations. May you meet yourself with curiosity instead of criticism, compassion instead of judgment, understanding instead of resistance. And may you trust that every experience, even the uncomfortable ones, contain the potential to deepen your wisdom, expand your awareness, and bring you closer to the truth of who you truly are. Take one final deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow yourself to release the need to be perfect. Simply be willing to observe, to learn, to listen, to grow, and to meet yourself again and again with kindness. For within every reaction lies an opportunity, and within every opportunity lies the possibility of transformation.